being consistent with it?
Yeah, I feel like it give us a good balance with play action and things like that, running outside zone. The defense don't really know what's coming, whether it's outside zone or play action. I feel like it kind of makes them respect the run more, try to stack the box, and then get guys open on the outside.
You've ever played 3 games in such a short amount of time with what you have coming up?
Yeah, this is my first time, and I feel like we playing some of the best teams on our schedule at this point in time. So we just got to stay locked in, keep stacking wins, and just find a way to play like we play Monday night every game.
How do you keep your body straight for coming off the game you just came off of and with what you have up in the next 12 days?
Yeah, I feel like it's on us and the coaches. It's on us, obviously, just to do what we got to do on our own time, but for the coaches to understand that we played a long game like Shadi did today, we had a walkthrough. So just small things like that, trying to save our legs, I feel like it'll keep us going.
Whenever it's Eagles week, I think we tend to focus on the Eagles defensive line instead of the front seven together. What makes them so tough? I mean, beyond the talented players, scheme, or what makes them so tough?
I think it's more like the scheme. They don't really do too much, so they can just go out and play and just play free. And I feel like that's when teams are the most dangerous, when they just know what's going on and they can play free. They don't got a whole lot of thinking to do. So we just got to try to confuse them up front a little bit, get double teams, things like that, and just play together.
In week 1, Jalen Carter got kicked out before the game really got going. What's the impact of actually facing him this time?
Yeah, I mean, great player. Yeah, we didn't play him the first game, but I mean, no matter who is there, we just got to go out and play our game, execute, and do what we got to do.
How tough is going up against a tough interior defensive line, just in general?
Yeah, it's a great challenge. I feel like every week it's always going to be a good D-line. So, yeah, it's a good challenge for our O-line, see how they play up against them. I mean, we're coming home, so we got a little bit of an advantage. Yeah, we just got to go out and execute.
It's a cool play that they do, the Eagles do, on 2nd and short or 3rd and short or 4th and short. And that's probably I've never been against it. So
you never played against it?
I've never been against it.
Okay.
So I hope we have a good plan. I know we got a good game plan to be able to stop it and things like that. So
You haven't gone up against any team that's done it?
nah, I
Played
never.
like
Well, Buffalo usually do quarterback sneak, but they got Josh Allen, so they don't really need all the extra help. So
What's the key, you think, though? Is it getting lower? Or?
like I said, I never had get coached up or anything like that to stop it. So I'd be excited to see the game plan, excited to go against it, excited to be able to try to stop it. So.
Is it more like Jalen Hurts is the issue, or the offensive line? What makes them such a formidable offense?
I think they got a great technique and a great game plan on everybody around the board to be able to make that play efficient. You got a quarterback. I've played with him at Bama. Probably one of the strongest quarterbacks in the NFL. So you got a great offensive line that can be able to be efficient in that play. So I think it all gels together.
You had a stretch of games like you're about to go into here. Have you just been prepared for that?
Can you repeat that again?
3 games in a row.
3 games in 12 days. Have you had something like that before?
Yeah, I did it last year. With the Jets. We had San Fran. I think it was 3 games in 11 days to open the season up. So, yeah, I've done this before. So I got the routine from what I've done in the past to help my body and things like that. So.
What is your routine? Is it more cold tugs, more massages? What is it?
It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. It takes me all day to explain it. So.
One game in, Quinnen, what have you liked about what you've been able to do for this team?
It was only 1 game, so probably just be effective and do my job the best I can. I think that's the main thing I kind of went into the game with last week or this past week on my mind. Just do my job the best I can to help this team win football games. So.
Dak praised you, saying that your leadership already is showing up in the room. He said he's got to beat you to get here on time and things like that.
Yeah, Dak is one of the greatest leaders I've probably ever been around, and I kind of feed off his energy and learn the things from him, how he carries himself, the things he say, the things he do. On coming to work early and things like that, I just try to stick to my routine. I've been doing that routine since probably my 3rd year in the league, when I kind of put everything together, learning from veterans like Morgan Moses and Frank Gore, guys like that who kind of helped me put it. Tyron Smith was one of those guys who helped me put my routine together to come down to getting ready every single day to be able to be effective. So,
Contain the pocket.
the main thing, just rushing the passer, man, being efficient, rushing with togetherness and chemistry, especially in the defensive line room, and just being effective. So.
The chemistry was pretty good in week 1. You're surprised because those are new guys you just met in a sense. How do you think the chemistry
I wasn't surprised about their performance or my performance in general because in the 3 days that we had a chance to practice together, 2 days we had a chance to practice together, everybody in that defensive line room works extremely hard. Even the coach works extremely hard and trying to get themselves right to be able to be effective and dominate and do their job the best of their ability. So going out with them, I was super confident in everybody because I got a chance to see everybody work and how everybody carry themselves week in and week out. So.
We got time for one more, guys. How do you you've gone up against Saquon Barkley a couple times in the past. How do you game plan? How do you try and slow him down?
He's an amazing running back, man. He's doing things that no running back has been doing on the last probably 2-3 years in his career. And just following the game plan. The coach has got a great game plan. Just follow the game plan and do my job the best of my ability. And I know everybody on the defense, if we do our job the best of our ability, it'll be a good turnout. So.
Really, I just remember them throwing a flag, and like we were really in a huddle, and he was like talking to T. Book or whatever, and then Dak kind of stepped up, said something, and then what happened. I didn't see it happen though, until the ref said something and Dak said something. But yeah, it was just what happened.
What kind of impact does he have on their defense?
I mean, I think he's a great player for him. I mean, I think the tape speaks for himself. Obviously, he's a talented guy. I think, a lot of the work that's done for that team is, on that D-line. So, I mean, I think they're a huge part of what they do there.
You had that one play where Pickett's touchdown, Crosby's coming around, it looked like a dive at him, they're giving that extra half second. When you watch those plays back on film, it was just yes, that's
I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, that's huge for me. It really just, when I see it, I just think about, finishing plays. I mean, you never know, that block that, springs a half second, or the running back picking up a blitzer, or, a guy getting his head across on a reach block. Those are the small details that, can be part of those huge plays. And it really, I mean, it's all of 11 of us coming together to make that happen. So I think that definitely, just, keeps my head on a swivel and lets me know that, I got to finish every play. You never know what can happen.
The first home game since the tragedy is something you can lean on and try to keep it going, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think, we want to carry this momentum with us, throughout the duration of the season. We got a big win a couple of days ago. Now it's time to turn the page and, handle Philadelphia. But I think the biggest thing, in terms of honoring, our brother is just, making sure we attack every day the way we know we can, because, time is precious. And honestly, it's a God-given opportunity. So I think every dude understands that, and every dude wants to come in here and work the right way towards our goals.
Was there a new sort of range of emotions with the first home game without him, or did you kind of get that out last week?
I mean, I think it's just a new, it was a new range of emotions with the situation for sure. I think the biggest thing for me is just, continuing to do all that I can do. Maximizing myself, making sure that I'm uplifting my brothers, maximizing them, and just us bringing out the best in each other. I think in darkness, a lot of light can come about, and it's just about, the attitude and the effort that you give every day towards making that happen.
What have you seen a couple weeks in practicing up against Quinnen Williams every day?
Obviously, I mean, he's a very talented interior rusher. I think the way that he plays is really, tailored towards his body type and some of his strengths. He has decently long arms, and he's a taller guy. So just going against him is definitely kind of, made me, pick up a few things, be a little bit more savvy. And I think it's great work. I think we have one of the most, real talk, talented interior D-line rooms in the league right now. Definitely, one of the most expensive, but that's the first one. But yeah, I think it's just a lot of talent in the trenches, and I think it does nothing but makes us get better each and every day, being able to work against guys like that.
And has going up against those guys in practice helped you out a lot as well?
Definitely, and then just even picking their brain, because they all have their own play style. So just listening to them and seeing what they think about some of the best guards in the NFL and what makes them so good. So just definitely excited for this weekend. No problem.
How much better are you now than that first game, just because of experience and knowing what it takes to play in the league and facing a team like you?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a much better player now than what I was week one. Kind of like a baby deer out there the first game, just trying to get used to the speed and everything. But now with a couple games on my belt, I'm a lot more confident. I'm able to play a lot faster. So I'm just very excited for this coming Sunday.
What was the plane ride home for you guys after Vegas? Because it was such a big win and so much had gone in.
Oh, no, yeah, it was great just being able to have that energy in the locker room after a big win. That's something that we want to chase and strive for every single week. So definitely glad we were able to get a win. I'm looking forward to striving to get one this weekend.
You guys really put it together from offensive and defensive standpoint. How can you take that momentum into this week?
Just making sure that we, like you said, momentum, carrying and capturing momentum over to the next game. And that goes by carrying momentum to the next meeting, the next rep, the next game, the next drive. So really just being very focused on the task at hand, but carrying over the momentum that we've gained to this point.
What did it take to get the run game started against the defensive front like Philadelphia?
Communication and technique. I feel like as long as we know where we're going and our technique is right as an offense, we're really hard to stop. So I'm looking forward to going out and performing this Sunday.
Forgive me if you were asked a similar question earlier, but when we kind of focus on defensive line against Philadelphia. Could you speak to the front seven? Because like when you got to get to that second level and things like that, they certainly have talented players, but is it also scheme, or what makes their front seven so formidable?
Yeah, they're a very talented group, and they have a couple veterans who have a great grasp of their scheme, and they play fast, and that's hard to go against the offensive line. They play fast, they're very instinctive, and they're very talented. So I'm very excited to perform against them this Sunday.